Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this. Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look. Ta-da! Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Xiangli. Everything's ready. Let's go!
Disappear!
There you are, eavesdropper. Swirl, Mark 2. The more, the merrier. Leave it all to me. Over here.
Spin blade!
Let me amuse myself a little. The citizens shine no longer. Bet you can't keep up with me. Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt. This could hurt. Getting a little cold. This could hurt.
With the wind!
Getting a little cold.
Yeah! Yeah! What? Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Away. Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber. If only the wind was a little stronger. Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber. Get ready for the gliding champion of mine. champion of Mondstadt. No one escapes my sight.
I'll keep this close.
Are you here to play with me? Let me amuse myself. Absorption test. Animal hypostasis emulation. The more,
Wind blade.
the merrier. Animal test 6308. Over here. Blink.
Wind blade.
The systems shine no longer.
Outside of Liyue.
Wonder how the old guy's doing.
Stand clear. Absorption test.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Enhanced animal module 75. Don't break my glasses. If only I stumbled upon lab supplies as often. Stand clear. Absorption test.
this an answer from this world?
Animal test 6308.
Wind blade!
The hunter becomes the hunter.
Yeah!
Absorption test. Let it rain. Stand clear. Animal hypostasis simulation. Over here. The more merrier. Blink.
Wind blade! With the wind! Yeah!
The seasons
Yeah!
shine no longer. Bet you can't keep up with me. Wow, these will come in handy. Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Ugh, I missed a spot. I must leave no.
Yeah! Wind blade!
I hope my wife gets well soon.
Animal test 6308.
Wind blade! keep this close.
Absorption test. Stand clear. Swirl. Mark 2. Go, go, Barret Bunny! Animo test 6308. Stand clear. If only I stumbled upon lab supplies as often. Bet you can't keep up with me!
Leave it all to me.
Animo test 6308.
Wind blade! Yeah. Is this an answer from this world?
Absorption test.
Yeah. 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 Huh.
like it. Wow, these will come in handy. I won't let you down.
Wind blade. Wind blade. Is this an answer from this world?
Enhanced Animal Module 75. Stand clear. All in a day's work. Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would. Absorption test. Stand clear. No one escapes my sights.
disappear! Is this an answer from this world?
Are you? Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Blink. Swirl. Mark 2.
Let me amuse myself a little. The more, the merrier.
Wind blade! With the wind!
Let me amuse myself a little.
I'll keep this close.
Absorption test. Staying clear. Wow, so many raw materials. The sun is already out? Oh, okay. Just one last experiment, and then we can get some rest. Last one, I promise. Yeah! Absorption test. Enhanced animal module 75. Wow, so many raw materials. Animal test 6308. Absorption test.
Windblade, disappear!
Over here! Let me amuse myself a little. Blink!
Animal test.
With the wind!
Absorption test. Stand clear.
Windblade!
Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift. Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift. Told you I'd win. Bet you can't keep up with me. Hey, go Baron Bunny! Let it rain! Stand clear! Absorption test! Animal hypostasis emulation! Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber. I'll race you there. Wow, these will come in handy. Animal test 6308. leave no...
Disappear!
Swirl, Mark 2! Yeah! That's not right. Stand clear. Go, go, Baron Buddy! Absorption test.
Wind blade!
I'll race you there.
With the wind!
Enhanced Animal Module 75. Stand clear.
Wind blade! Disappear! Wind blade!
Steady as stone. I'll race you there.
Wind blade!
Absorption test. Stand clear. Absorption test. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Haven't you heard?
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look. upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom. I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild. It's been quite busy.
If you're borrowing a book, please register it in the log. The restricted section is currently not lending any books. Oh, it's you, little cutie. It's so good to see you. More refreshing than a strong cup of tea in the afternoon.
Clearly you're meant to be working, but you don't seem to have your heart in it at all.
I mean, other than Jean, who really works that earnestly anyway? So, did you have something you needed? Or did you just come to see me? Ooh, a smooth talker. Not what I was expecting.
So, Miss Librarian, got any books to recommend?
Recommended books. Sadly, everything I'd personally recommend is all in the restricted section, which we're not currently lending out.
What's with your ominous tone?
Oh, right. Would you be interested in checking out the Devat travel guide? I think it would be quite helpful for you as travelers here.
Ooh, sounds like it could be helpful. Do you think we could take a peek?
I suppose I can try to find you a copy from the list.
Isn't this Lisa's job? What does she mean, I suppose?
Oh dear, that's unfortunate. Our copy is currently being borrowed. That said, it is now overdue. Come to think of it, quite a few of our books are now overdue. I really wish people would just return their books on time.
Whoa, is Paimon imagining things, or does the air in here suddenly feel a lot more electrified?
Such a pain. I'm going out to bring those unreturned books back. If you'd rather get your hands on that copy of the Teyvat travel guide sooner, you'd better come with me.
Lisa seems really scary right now. Paimon thinks it would be best if you answer her.
You really are such a considerate cutie. Let's see. First, we can go to the souvenir shop. It's called With Wind Comes Glory. So let's meet there shortly.
I won't let you down!
Gusha Biat?
I'll race you there! Bet you can't keep up with me!
And a radish veggie soup.
Cutie, you're here. Let's begin, shall we? Hello, Marjorie. Any exciting new items in stock? Why so surprised? Today is such a special day. It's only natural that I'd want a souvenir to remember it by. So it is. In that case, I declare this the day of my life I wish I could get back because I spent my first ever outing with someone taking them on an annoying errand.
Don't you think that's a bit long?
Well, if it's a souvenir you're after, you're in the right place. I'm sure you'll find something that strikes your fancy, Lisa. Or you could let your new friend pick something out for you. Make it more of an occasion.
Yes, yes! Let us pick!
Take a look around. There's sure to be something she'll love. Take a look around. There's sure to be something she'll love. This pair? Soft, puffy, and very comfortable. Certain to make a little girl, well, in this case a woman, look quite adorable. After all, they're the same kind worn by toy dolls. They're practically a badge of cuteness.
Bloomers? I'm sure to attract some strange looks if I dress up like a small child in public. Do you have some strange hobby you're not telling me about?
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
Take a look around. There's sure to be something she'll love. This is a historical relic retrieved from some ruins by one of the Adventurers Guild. Sure, there's a bit of wear and tear, but this thing in the painting must be well over 1,000 years old. Though it doesn't make much sense to me.
My goodness. This is one of the 3 lost scrolls that make up the Northern Border Wind investigation. What is it doing here?
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
My. You clearly know a treasure when you see it. This is a work of unparalleled significance for the research of ancient people's understanding of the elements. I will gladly accept it. Goodness, is that the time? Marjorie, one last thing. About the legend of Vanessa.
Oh, so you're a fan of the gallant Lady Vanessa too? Why didn't you say so? I have all sorts of items I could recommend. For example, this lion's tooth pendant with Vanessa's name carved into it. It was once a medal awarded to a knight by the great lady herself. Oh my goodness. I do apologize. I got so excited when you mentioned Vanessa. I didn't know that book was overdue, even though I take it with me everywhere. I can't believe I didn't put two and two together as soon as I saw you here. Here you go.
Well, since you look up to Lady Vanessa so very much, please be more punctual next time.
Yes, Lisa. I will be, Lisa.
Let's go and find the next overdue book.
Today's recommendation is the steak. Welcome to Good Hunter. Table for two?
3!
Oh, my apologies. Please sit wherever you like, and call me over once you're ready to order.
So we're gonna eat first and bring up the book situation later?
Why, of course. The stress of work really takes the pleasure out of eating, don't you think?
Work is that bad, huh?
Why don't you order us something, cutie? I'm ever so curious to know what your tastes are. Good Hunter's signature dish. If it's what you want, I'll try anything once.
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
Why don't you order us something, cutie? I'm ever so curious to know what your tastes are. This seems like the sort of staple bar food you'd find at the tavern. It has an extremely strong flavor, so drinkers love it because they can actually taste it.
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
Why don't... Good Hunter's signature...
You sure?
Finished ordering? Sit here. Let's dine together. Beautifully tender and cooked to perfection. No wonder it's their signature dish. It's a shame I can't have more, but a witch must watch her physique.
Paimon's so full.
Time is getting on. I suppose I should carry on with this ghastly thing called work. Let's have a little chat with Sarah about her library book.
15.
Would you like to order something else?
No, thank you. We're quite satisfied. But I'm afraid I must ask you about the Boar Princess.
The boar brisket? I'm sorry. I think we took that off the menu.
She means the book you borrowed.
Oh, of course. I came straight to the restaurant after I borrowed it and completely forgotten that I even had it. I'm so sorry, Lisa. I will bring it to the library myself as soon as I finish work.
Okay then. But make sure you don't forget this time. Right. On to our next stop then, cutie. This is our final call for the day.
Welcome. Couples are our specialty. Let me know what you'd like and I'll wrap them up nicely for you.
Ah, yes. Now, which book was it that has the line, "A date without flowers is a date without romance"? Why, it just so happens that I would, my kindest cutie.
Some flowers for Miss Lisa? What would you like? Dandelions are one of... I know what you're thinking. Most flower shops don't. Come to think of it, Miss Flora herself gives people the same impression.
You sure? Can't...
Dandelions? They actually sell dandelions? They have a refreshing scent, similar to the one Jean wears. Thank you. Okay, time to get back to business. Donna, do you know why we're here?
Back to business? My business is selling flowers.
Once again, we see a total lack of respect for literature. The Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Well, what happened was... Oh no, what am I gonna do? I lost the book. A while back, I realized it was almost due, and I was getting ready to bring it back to the library, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked for days, but nothing. It's like somebody stole it. It should have been there, on my bedside table, right where I left it.
Uh-oh. That Lisa does some crazy things when she gets mad.
I heard that. Well, if it really was stolen, Donna's done nothing wrong. The blame lies with the book thief, and their punishment will be 10 times worse than stealing my book.
Like Paimon said, totally crazy.
Oh, don't worry about that. As long as I remain librarian, not a single book will go missing for good. I put a unique elemental marker on each book. Our thief will have left a nice set of clues for us to follow.
When did Lisa start taking her job so seriously? Paimon always thought she was a total slacker.
Hey, sweetie. I've heard your elemental sensitivity is very strong. Why not see what you can do?
Elemental sensitivity? Oh, Paimon's got it. Use your elemental sight to look for clues.
Looking at the elemental traces, it does seem likely that the book was stolen.
So Donna didn't do anything wrong after all.
It's not from the restricted section, so it's hardly a book worth stealing. Whoever wanted this book so badly had a strange fixation indeed.
So what do we do now?
The elemental traces are very faint, but I can tell that the thief took it beyond the city walls. You must see it too, right, cutie? Let's follow the trail and have a look where our thief was headed, shall we? The elemental traces are strong here, but it seems our thief did not stay for long. The trail keeps going. Let's keep looking.
Animal test 6308.
Windblade! What? Yeah! Ha!
It's further than I thought. Quite the intrepid explorer, our little thief.
Maybe we frightened the turtle back inside his shell. Target tracked down by Outrider Amber. catch up. Yeah, absorption test. Leave it all to me.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
It must be nearby. Using elemental sight, you can even detect magic. Follow the flow of magic to find the book.
The thief lives inside ruins? Mondstadt people do have some strange quirks.
Please do not jump to such a preposterous conclusion about the living habits of Mondstadt's residents. This seems far more likely to be the work of some none-too-friendly troublemakers. It's like you can read my mind. This is more likely to be the Abyss Order's doing. They do seem to have a way of slipping in and out of places like ghosts, after all. Also, there's an elemental seal at the entrance. It looks like the result of an Abyss mage's magic.
A seal? How are we gonna break it? Is this gonna turn into another huge ordeal?
Not to worry. If you think a little magic can keep me out, think again.
Why is that?
Come on.
Whoa! So this is what Lisa's like when she's hard at work. It's so much bigger in here than Paimon thought. Do we really have to go all the way inside?
If you borrow a book, you have to return it. There will be no exceptions.
here!
Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Wind blade! Yeah! Yeah! With the wind!
No one escapes my sight.
Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Hey, look! It's an abyss mage! Lisa was spot on! Stand clear. Yeah.
How did you find this place? It's so well hidden.
I have no interest in finding out where you little rascals hide yourselves away, but I do want my book back. Tell me, how is it that you have the time to conceal your stronghold and apply a magic seal, but not to sign out a library book in the proper manner? You have no respect whatsoever for other people's work.
You just want the book? I was unaware that anyone in Mondstadt was concerned with unearthing the secret hidden inside this book. Who are you?
The librarian, although I believe that should be quite clear already. Return the book. This is an ultimatum.
Since you insist on concealing your identity, I have all the less reason to give you that book. After all, it contains the secret. Huh? What are you doing? Such concentrated elemental power! Please don't!
Naughty boys who don't do what they're told need a little punishment to keep them. This is why I call it troublesome work. We'll just need to find the book ourselves. It should be around here somewhere.
It's the Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies. Paimon remembers that name. Is this the one you were looking for?
That's the one. It's a good thing it isn't damaged. Otherwise...
Otherwise what? Are you telling me you have even more crazy punishments up your sleeve?
I would have probably have needed to dish out a little taste of one of my potions in that case. Then again, as I said, it isn't from the restricted section, which is the only reason I would let the average citizen borrow it in the first place. And it doesn't appear to have any abnormal elemental properties, save for the markings I put on it.
Yeah, it seems like just an average storybook.
As far as my duties as a librarian go, my troublesome work is finished. Since this book has piqued your interest, why don't I let you borrow it? There's no time limit for you. I will register you as custodian rather than borrower. This is an exclusive privilege reserved for trusted citizens only.
Exclusive privilege? Why does Paimon feel this is just your sneaky way of offloading your troublesome work onto someone else?
Excuse me? Are you in some way dissatisfied with my work? Good. You're amenable to reason then. I do wish I could keep you by my side as my personal assistant. My work here is done. I'm going back. Don't forget to register at the library when you have a spare moment. You've returned. The paperwork is done. You are now the custodian of this book.
Thank you, Miss Lisa. But Paimon thinks we're forgetting something.
You are a voracious one, aren't you?
Look, over there on the shelf. Isn't that the Tavat travel guide? And look how many copies there are.
The Tavat Travel Guide is a serial publication. It is not part of the library's formal collection.
Oh.
Take one. Consider it your compensation for being Lisa's little helper today. With you by my side, my troublesome work was a little less dull than usual.
The Tavat travel guide was just bait to get us to do a day's work.
I hadn't anticipated that a few routine returns inquiries would take us out of the city, let alone down into some underground ruins. As compensation for dragging you into all this bother, take these souvenirs.
Wow! Lisa went and bought us some special souvenirs.
In fact, they were intended for our next outing. But never mind. We can discuss next time's activity when the time comes. I hope you are looking forward to it.
De Hamel is...
One of the most treasured items in Mondstadt. It's the lyre that Barbados used to play. With it, perhaps I can help Dvalin draw his gentle nature back out of this nightmare he's going through.
Will it really stop Storm Terror from causing more damage?
Of course! I'm the best bard in the world. There's not a single song I do not know, no matter if it's from the past, present, or future. Look me in the eyes. Do you not find me trustworthy?
So how can we get the Holy Lyre?
It's said that it's enshrined deep within the cathedral, somewhere safe. I'll go take a look around. You can come if you want. Let me handle this. Hello there, sister.
May the Animo God bless you, young bard.
How can I help you?
Actually, I know a secret that can save Mondstadt from its current predicament.
Oh, what a blessing from the god of Animo! But you should report that to the Knights of Favonius. Why have you come to me?
Because you, dear sister, are able to help. I'd like to borrow the Holy Lyre. With it, I'll be able to help Storm Terror.
Please see yourselves out.
What?
It's a vicious dragon indeed, but once the acting Grand Master makes up her mind, nothing can stand in the Knight's way.
That's simply not acceptable. Wouldn't Storm Terror end up getting killed that way?
That foolish beast betrayed the winds. Not even the god of Animo themselves would forgive it.
Please, I beg of you.
I'm afraid not, little bard. Strange. Somehow I feel so bad rejecting this sweet child.
Then, I guess I'm left with no other choice. I cannot hide anymore. My disciples, rejoice! Behold, the god of Animo, Barbados, has descended. Shocked, aren't you? Don't you just want to cry out and rejoice? How does it feel to finally meet the god you've been serving?
If there's nothing else, I'll be going back to handle the cathedral's paperwork now.
Wait! Huh? She didn't even bat an eyelid. But I have at least learned what I wanted to know. She didn't deny that the cathedral is enshrining the Holy Lyre. Now, since you're the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius, maybe you can give it a shot.
Barbados bless you. Ah, it's you! The newcomer of the Knights of Favonius, aren't you? So what brings you here? Tasks from the acting Grand Master? Is that so? Not that I don't trust you. It's just that a suspicious bard came looking to borrow the Holy Lyre as well. He's full of nonsense and even called himself Barbados. He must be up to something. There are regulations in place for the use of the Holy Lyre. Currently, it's only used in Ludi Harpastum. Signed documents from the Grand Master, Seneschal, and Community Representative are all required. So, may I see the document from the Knights of Favonius?
Hey!
A signed document is required. Without it, there's not much I can do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really am quite busy as of late.
Oh, it didn't work. I knew it.
You knew it?
I just wanted to know how influential the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius is. You see, the best warrior should always be presented with the best sword. And yet here we are. Does the story not make for a fitting ballad?
So what are you trying to say? That we're not good enough?
No, that's not it. More of a commentary regarding Mondstadt's inability to see the warrior standing right before its very eyes. Very well. Looks like borrowing it is not going to be possible. We're simply going to have to steal it. Today we stand for free will. Any suggestions on just how we steal it? Come now, speak up. That's what free will is for. Look at you, sidetracked from the start. But seriously, you're more suitable for the job than I. Aside from singing, I don't really have any other talents. Besides, if I was caught, I'd have no one to right the grave injustice of my arrest.
How can it be a grave injustice if you got caught stealing red-handed?
But things are different for you. You are the superstar of the Knights of Favonius. You have made contributions to Mondstadt. Should you get caught, you would easily be able to talk your way out of it. The guards here, it seems they're off duty throughout the night. If we manage to seize this opportunity, it should be smooth sailing from here.
Stop mentioning us getting caught!
What do you say? Yes. Seems I did mention that. Your point being? Why does your decision hinge upon whether or not I am a god?
Paimon will fill you in on her background story when we get the time.
Huh?
Man, this stinks. Having to stand around here all day long, having to guard this entrance. Hey! Don't move! You can't go down there!
Seems we're gonna have to wait until nightfall to sneak in. Who are you? She disappeared!
Freeze! What are you doing here?
No, run! Oh no! We're busted! Run!
What? Follow me.
Master D. This is this week's accounts.
The disaster has greatly affected business.
Well, let's hope it all ends soon.
Hi! We'd like a seat at your, least conspicuous table.
The second floor has fewer customers. You'd be less conspicuous up there. But aren't you a bard? Why not sit front and center?
Let's save the paid performance for next time. We'll be heading up now. See you in a bit.
Hey, keep an eye on them. There's something strange about that bard. I'll go ask around.
Ask who exactly?
The protectors of Mondstadt.
Master D-Luke, have you seen two thieves around?
What happened? Why have you mobilized so many guards?
Haven't you heard, Master D-Luke? Two thieves are trying to steal the Holy Lyre.
Huh? How odd.
Isn't it? The Holy Lyre is a treasure that was played by the god of animal themselves. Such a precious piece of cultural heritage.
Why would one want to steal something they can't sell off? Would pay better to steal from my cellars.
Huh?
Sorry, off topic. Believe they headed that way.
Understood. Thank you, Master D-Luke.
Today, I think I'll have a glass of...
You can put down that bottle you stole from behind the counter.
something cold.
Right. I want answers.
Let me finish my drink first. I'll pay you. Well, with a performance.
It's not about money. You seem too young to be drinking.
No need to worry. When I started drinking, you were still... He is Master D-Luke, the boss of... the owner of this tavern. He's very famous. By the way, his dandelion wine is one of my favorites. Although most of the time I can only afford a bottle or two.
I just heard about some thieves from the guards. For the record, I like your guts for trying to steal the Holy Lyre de Hamel, even if you are fools. But we don't often get to see people like you.
It wasn't us that stole it. The real thief is still out there.
This is the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius. Why would someone so aspiring steal Mondstadt's sacred treasure?
Hotshot? Oh, so it's you. So, you and the bard are close friends? Well, despite only being a passing traveler, you still offered your help to Mondstadt in its time of need. A shame you joined the Knights. The Knights of Favonius. Inefficient right from beginning to end. And towards the Fatui? Weak and conservative. Forget it. I don't feel like talking about it.
Seems you don't really like the Knights of Favonius.
Just differences in approach is all. I have my own hopes for this city. Now, Answers. Why did you steal the Holy Lyre?
You sure you want to know? It could implicate you in the affairs of the Knights of Favonius.
That's fine. I somehow always end up implicated in their affairs.
If I tell you the story with a performance, will you believe me?
It depends. I'll make my own judgment.
Then will I get paid?
Your reward will range from anywhere between 5 mora and the Holy Lyre. It all depends on your story.
Very well. Let me put on a show.
What did I just witness? This is confidential information.
Why? What say you, Master
Interesting. Give me some time. Outlander, as one of the knights, it seems you're not a suspect. Blonde is the only description on the wanted poster. As for the bard, however, it'd be bad.
No problem.
Okay. Let's meet here to...
You're here.
Wait, you're...
Well, first of all, I contacted more than one person. Secondly, she came here as Jean herself, not as the acting Grandmaster. A Jean you would never see, even as an honorary knight.
What a surprise. I heard about the Holy Lyre, but I never suspected it was you. So, the sound of the Holy Lyre can purify Storm Terror and return it to normal? Is that true?
That's right. Your honorary knight is putting themselves on the front line to try and resolve this Storm Terror issue. Now that's the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius I'm talking about.
Feels like we're breaking the law, though.
I understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe, but we can ask the bard to play the song again to try and persuade...
I believe you.
To persuade our stubborn command... Wait, what?
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the 4 winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Mondstadt all those years ago, and then corrupted by the Abyss Mage after it woke up, we can't really blame it. But as acting Grandmaster, I obviously cannot make such a statement publicly. Diplomatic pressure from the Fatui makes it hard for us to seek a peaceful resolution to the Storm Terror issue. People would think I've lost grip on the gravity of the situation. That's why I can only do this in private.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the Knights of Favonius. What surprises me is that you would believe in Outlander so easily.
My cautious and meticulous superior, even you trust him, don't you, sir?
I already told you not to call me sir. Never mind. We don't often get to work together after all.
Wow, this is really awkward.
I have a rough idea of where the Holy Lyre de Himmel is.
Nice recovery. She's really talented at changing the subject.
The conflict between Mondstadt and Snezhnaya stems from the conflict between the 7 nations and their respective gods. The cryo-gods Fatui seem to be after the Animo god's power. Right. If the Knights of Favonius publicly prevented an attempt on Dvalin's head, the only other way to affect the Animo god's power is to take the Holy Lyre.
The number of Fatui that have come to Mondstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce a few reports out of them.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Lyre is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel. I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so easily found.
Paimon Everyone gets it. If too much of a scene gets made, then it becomes a big diplomatic issue.
Such is the diplomacy between the Seven Nations. Outlander, ready to go?
Jean just said the Fatui are trying to take the I fear this might fall short of their true intentions. I think they intend to use Barbados' connection to the wind to draw him out. Just like Lisa traced the source of the storm to the temples.
The god of Animal? Hasn't been seen for more than 1,000 years. What makes you think that's their intention?
Oh...
Huh? Forget it. I don't like having to pry. Here, take this.
What is it?
A disguise to protect your identity. Put it on before you run into the Fatui. Unfortunately, there's still one of Mondstadt's allies. At least that's the facade we're maintaining. Our actions are going to get them stirred up. Better to not implicate yourself on a personal level.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you there. I feel like running. Steady as stone. They still absorption test.
No, no, no! Don't eat me! You're human? The entire floor's defenses have been broken. I thought it was the Abyss Order attacking. No, don't! I have valuable information. I'll tell you. We hid the lyre in the depths of these ruins. The place it's being kept is locked up tight. If you're after the key, keep going further into the ruins, but don't come after me. I don't know which one of the guards has it, but I'm sure you can find the guards and find out for yourselves.
This guy looks like he's about to wet himself.
You just worry about yourselves. One of the 11 is already in Mondstadt. Signora, when she gets her hands on you, she's gonna string you up and torture you. When that time comes, don't you dare say a word about me.
Did he say Senora? What a strange name.
Goes by the name Senora. The fact that the Fatui can run amok across the 7 nations like they do is entirely because of the 11. We need to act quickly before she gets wind of what's going on.
Who are you? How'd you get in here? Ha! Like hell. The will of Snezhnaya is as solid as the permafrost. I will not yield.
Are you here to play with me? Let me amuse myself.
Stand clear. Enhanced animal module 75.
Over here!
Windblade!
The more, the merrier.
With the wind!
He says the key is in here. Shall we try another room?
Who are you? What are you doing here? You're just going to attack me? I am a proud citizen of Snezhnaya. I will not falter.
No escape!
Windblade!
Animal test 6308. Stand clear. He says the key is in here. Shall we try another room? Absorption test. Stand clear. Seems like we turned this room inside out. But no key. Time to move on to another room. There's one room left that we haven't tried. Surely the key must be in there.
Disappear! Windblade! Yeah!
Where did you rats scurry out from? Senora's not going to tolerate this kind of interference in our affairs. So I'll be the one to take care of you. Save her the trouble of having to deal with you herself.
Finally, the lyre is back in safe hands. Where did that guy go, though? He was here a second ago.
Senora is going to end you. The songs bards sing of your demise will be so terrifying. The people of Mondstadt will never sleep again for the nightmares they give them.
Big talk for a guy who still ran off in the end. Chicken.
Welcome back! Oh, this is the Holy Lyre! You managed to retrieve it! The pattern of flowing wind carved on the rosewood, and the strings still feel cool to the touch, too! The memories.
What do you think, Venti? Can you summon Dvalin?
Although this lyre is the real thing, I doubt that it's going to work. As you can see, the lyre has been through 1,000 years of history. Its animal power has run dry. In this condition, you couldn't play music fit for even Diluc's tavern with it.
Bards fight to get on the stage of my tavern. Don't make assumptions.
Is that really important right now, Master Diluc? And you! Did you just borrow the Holy Lyre to play music for drunkards to hear? What do you mean?
Anyway, we won't be able to call Dvalin with it. The lyre itself is fine, but the strings... You're up, Outlander. Relax, it's not broken. It's just that the intensity of its animo power has greatly diminished. Do you still have Dvalin's teardrop crystal with you? Great! Try to use it on the Holy Lyre. It worked as expected.
This youthful glow.
Praising yourself? Really?
I was talking about the Holy Lyre.
Thanks to our traveler friend having purified the crystal, the Holy Lyre won't continue to lose power. That said, its power is far from replenished. It'd be great if we could get more tears.
How can we gather more?
I can surmise that Dvalin will already be crying, suffering alone in some deserted place.
Poor baby.
This is not something that an honorary knight can accomplish alone. I will mobilize the rest of the knights to assist. When you get the teardrop crystal, please let our honorary knight perform the purification process.
Heroes supporting each other and setting out on a journey together. How exciting! Let me come up with a song for you.
Is that all you're going to do? Just sing?
Wouldn't be much of a bard if I didn't, now would I?
You're so cheeky. You deserve an ugly nickname. Oh, Paimon knows. From now on, you'll be known as Tone Deaf Bard.
This search reminds me of a few... 6 months ago, a thief stole treasure from the East Temple of the Four Winds.
Whoa, what was it? A cup used by Barbados?
No. Although, if such a thing existed, it would be very valuable. Among all the relics they managed to dig up, one particular object was very rare. It was a vial which contained the Animo God's breath.
Relics come in every shape and form, huh?
Anyone with an eye for fine art would like to add this relic to their collection. Once word got out, the Fatui started trying to seek it out as well. They've made tons of counterfeits that can be found everywhere. In response, I just bought everyone I could find, irrespective of its authenticity. We're still at it now. I've bought more than 2,000 fakes to date, and the Fatui are yet to find the real one.
Whoa, you toys are insane. So it means the real one must be out there somewhere on the black market, right? Paimon will give you a discount on them if she finds any, because Paimon's just great like that.
Sure, you can try to find the real one. I'll take what you find, even if they're fake. Once you're done, find me at the winery. I'll trade you a beer for every 20 you find.
I'll race you there. Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Let it rain. Animal test 6308. Stand clear. Swirl. Mark 2.
Windblade!
I'll keep this close.
Paimon didn't think we'd find the volunteers in a place like this.
As knights, we are taught to hone our investigative skills.
Wow. Very impressive.
In my experience, the secret to finding what you are looking for is to never look for it in the first place. Don't think too much about it and don't search too hard. And before you know it, what you're looking for will appear right before your very eyes.
What?
Don't worry about it too much. The more flustered you become, the less likely you are to find it. Pay attention to what you see in your peripheral vision, and you might just stumble upon what you're looking for.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like that would work.
No, seriously, it does though. In fact, it's how I used to find my tortoise whenever he went missing.
Wait! You had a pet tortoise?
Yes, why? Something wrong, Paimon?
No, it's, well, just surprising is all.
Why?
Paimon can't imagine Jean having a pet tortoise. Surely you find it hard to imagine too, Master Diluc.
No, I don't. I had one too when I was a kid. What's so strange about it?
What? You too? I must leave no stone unturned. Animal test 6308. Bet you can't keep up with me!
Windblade!
Stand clear. Absorption test. Animal hypostasis emulation. Leave it all to me.
Windblade!
Animal test 6308. Absorption test. No escape. Time to clean up. Animal test 6308. Swirl, Mark 2.
Windblade!
We're done gathering. That was hard.
It's too early to relax. We're still not done with Storm Terror. Besides, the Fatui could also be planning something.
Hey, Diluc. I heard that the Fatui have recently proclaimed you persona non grata.
What an honor. Nobody was ever proclaimed persona grata by the Fatui anyway.
The Fatui? The diplomatic delegation from Snezhnaya? What have they got against Master Diluc?
The Fatui are a problem not only for the Knights, they also present a real threat to the whole of Mondstadt. And when it comes to threats against Mondstadt, Diluc is...
That's enough, Jean. You Knights are subject to too many restrictions. You can't directly confront this so-called diplomatic scum. Personally, I despise them. If I were to choose between eating a cryo slime alive or joining the Fatui, I'd prefer to be crushed to death by a meteorite.
Jeez, your wording is so very dramatic. Someone needs assistance. A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning. Steady as stone.
Windblade! With the wind!
A reward on the road.